Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahAnonymous_. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahAnonymous_. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, never in a million lifetimes would I think I'll see the day Boosie and Ralo got into it with each other, nonetheless on social media, man. If you would have told me a couple years ago that Boosie and Ralo would fall out on Twitter over Ralo's snitch allegations, I would think you're crazy. But sadly, this is actually a new reality. You got guys who are supposed to be street dudes and keep street business off the internet participating in the social media antics. So today, we're going to get into the back and forth between Lil Boosie and Ralo that took place on Twitter. Now, I must say, although Boosie do keep it real most of the times and goes against what's usually popular and speaks for most of us that go against the norm, it seems as of recently, he has become like a star within the podcast industry more than, for his music. And I say that because we've seen Boosie more on podcasts and know him for saying the most controversial things on platforms such as DJ Vlad on more than one occasion. Then he has his own platform via Twitter where Boosie tends to speak his mind regardless of how people feel, whether you agree with him or not. Some fans are saying that Boosie is doing a little too much, while others sit back and just enjoy the show. But on the other hand, friction between Boosie and Ralo, who were once friends in the past and even have a song together, would ignite after Boosie would mention Ralo being a snitch during an interview. Now, I don't know whether it was just frustration, but Ralo would catch wind of the jab Boosie threw at him during the interview and get on Twitter to throw subliminals first, but then make it known that he was speaking to Boosie after. Now, the first tweet he said, quote, "Oh, P-word, A-word, N-word, always running their mouth. Don't even be knowing what the F they be talking about. I don't give a F if you don't F with me, N-word. I was straight way before I even met your lame N-word." Now, he wasn't direct in mentioning Boosie in that tweet, but that's what set it off. Then in the next tweet, he said, quote, "And I know how to fight. I will beat your P-word, A-word, hashtag on God." Then Ralo would repost a tweet of someone saying that he pretty much on Boosie, because I'm assuming that no one's used to seeing anybody fire back at Boosie, especially another rapper. However, Ralo wasn't here for it, so he reposted the tweet and he said, quote, "The interview dude didn't even ask him nothing about me. That brother took it upon himself to speak on me. I would have never did no ish like that to him, hashtag never." Now, honestly, it sounds like Ralo is more hurt than anything if you ask me. Like I stated earlier, Ralo and Boosie was actually cool at one point in time, and Boosie was actually yelling free Ralo. So it's definitely something there, and I feel that maybe he felt that Boosie should have spoke to him first before just labeling him a rat like that. Or if they did speak already, you keep it off wax, because at the end of the day, it's not for social media ears. But anyway, Boosie caught wind, and in typical Boosie fashion, he went off by responding on Twitter saying, quote, "You know what you did, N-word, and it's eating you up inside. Shaking my head. It's never gonna leave you, N-word. The real know you a rat. It's official. Take your lick and tell the real N-word you sorry, like you told your co-defendant you were sorry. What you think Scuba say about what you did, N-word? Ask yourself that question." Now, for y'all that don't know what he meant by what you think Scuba say, Scoob is the late Atlanta rapper Trouble, rest in peace. They were all cool together, so Boosie was just saying, what would you think Trouble would think if he was here to see what's going on? Like I said, a lot of people feel that Ralo did rat after that phone conversation with the guy that he's supposed to be in the case with came out and he leaked it. And like I said, everybody have their own opinions on what's what. Now, Ralo would respond to Boosie by reposting his tweet, and he said, quote, "It's eating me up because I did all these years in prison and lame N-words like you calling a solid N-word a rat. P-word, N-word, if I would have told, I would be out with my daughter. I could have made it to the father and daughter dances. I lost all that ish, staying solid to the P-word, ad code. Why the F you putting trouble in the world and our business? You H-word, ad N-word. Set the welcome home, Ralo, fight up. I'ma beat your A-word on God." Well, hashtag on guard. Now, I can't lie. When he said, I lost all that ish staying solid to the P word code, it's kind of weird because he's making it seem like someone forced him to do the crime. You know, I hate when people do that. When people get locked up, they like to say, oh, I was standing on this stupid code. The code is stupid. The code of the streets. Yeah, the code is stupid, but you participated in the streets. You know, you acting like the code told you just to follow him and just, that's it. No. You know, he talking about the code as if he don't want to stand on the code or if he's being forced to. However, when you participate in the streets and you get jammed up, don't talk about the code after just because you got caught. You know what you was doing when you was doing what you was doing. You know, so you got to accept whatever comes with it. Simple. All right. Now, after Ralo made the statement, Boosie would respond saying, quote, at Ralo Fam Goon, you being straight with money before you met me has nothing to do with what you have done. Every real street N-word knows what's up. Like I told you in our text, you could run that issue on someone else, LOL. And you the one, a lame N-word cooperating with all your N-words been solid. What you sorry for? You let us down and it's hurting you inside. Ralo will respond by saying, quote, you always going on the internet and interviews gossiping about people. That ish lame. You don't know ish about me, rapping N-word. If I told, I would be cocky enough to say I did and every B-word would have sucked my D-word. I ain't trying to save face for none of you mother F's. Ralo ain't told on nobody. Now Boosie will reply saying, quote, B-word, you a rat and you will always be known as one for real, for real. Every time someone mention your name, they're going to play that phone call, hashtag checkmate, you sorry. LOL, I had to make it juicy, LOL. Apologize to all the real N-words you let down like you did to your co-defendants for telling on them. It's okay, you had money, the world gonna forgive you, laughing emoji. Now Boosie would tweet again saying, quote, not about to go back and forth with a rat, you telling lies my G, LOL. It's eating you up that you will forever be known as a rat. Money can't get you no pass for what you did. You hurt the real ones with that phone call. Hashtag, you said you ratted. I know you're sorry for what you did, but real N-words ain't gonna spare you, and I'm the realest. Wink emoji, good night, about to roll one, take a ish and rest. Wink emoji. Now Ralo would respond to a post of someone saying that dudes moved to Atlanta to talk ish about some real dudes in Atlanta, pretty much stating that Boosie isn't from Atlanta, so he can't speak on real dudes that's actually from there. Now Ralo would repost that and also say, quote, that P-word N-word left his whole city broken, effed up. Tell him go buy back his block and help his people the way I did. He ran his scared ass from Louisiana with the killers to get some peace. I don't respect N-words like that anyway. Real kings make their thrones at home and sit on them, like I did. Then in another tweet he says, quote, we like the old Boosie. Don't nobody listen to the new HOE Boosie. Alright, and it was pretty much over after that. I guess they got what they wanted off their chest and it ended there. But here's my question to y'all, right? Do y'all feel Ralo told? Because there's a rumor that Ralo finessed the system, as they would say, by getting someone to take the charge for him, so he would tell police that that individual did everything so he could come home. You know, pretty much a fall guy. Someone who's willing to take the charges just so Ralo could come home. I'm assuming it's because he's the breadwinner, and with him locked up, everything stops. But some are saying that they don't care. Once you speak to the police and tell them anything in regards to a crime, you are a rat. Alright? So what do y'all think about that? I want to hear what y'all got to say. Does it matter that he had an agreement with someone to tell on them, or it don't matter? You know, and he's just a snitch. You know, let us know in the comments. Now, I got something else for y'all too, because I've thought of another thing I see a lot of people glorifying. If what he's doing is considered snitching, right? When someone blame a murder on someone that's dead, is that considered snitching too? And I ask that because that's another thing that I see a lot of people doing, where they feel like they finesse the system. You know, they feel like they got away with something by blaming a body on someone that's not here, because they say, well, he's not here. You know, but is that considered snitching? You know, I don't know how true it is about Ralo having someone who was willing to take the charge, but if he did, is he wrong? You know, and I say that because celebrities have guys that do that all the time. You know, they call fall guys. Let's say they ride in the car and they get pulled over and a weapon is found. You're supposed to have someone who's willing to take that charge because you are the star. You the bag. They need you out of jail. So usually they just agree to pay all the lawyer fees and court fees and make sure the individual's family is straight in return. So it is a thing. But my question is, what took them so long to do that, if that is the case? You know, why did they wait till now to do something like that? And if they did, I don't think that's something you would want to say all over social media, especially if the case is still ongoing. You see what I'm saying? But I guess, you know, he's being accused of snitching. He's probably panicking over there. He feel that the world think he's a snitch and he got to do something to, you know, clear the stuff off his name. Now, once again, it's a tricky situation, but honestly, to me, it's just like putting a murder on a dead person. You know, some people agree with it, some people don't. It is what it is. Now, when it comes to this Ralo case, I never really got too invested in it, so I can't properly tell y'all the ins and outs. However, Mickey Truth 2022 on YouTube have been all over the case. Alright, she definitely did her homework. She does her research, you know, very, very solid. She was actually the first person I seen with real paperwork involving the case, and also had back and forths with 1090 Jake himself about it and had to put him in his place about the facts regarding the case due to the video that he put out. So she definitely knows her stuff, man. So make sure y'all go check her channel out. As of right now, y'all jump in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about this back and forth between Ralo and Boosie. And also let us know if y'all feel that Ralo snitched or not, or, you know, just how you feel about everything, period. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.